Okay. Hello. So I decided to make a YouTube video. Basically, it's a story time. Where I want to talk about what happened to me in my past. Um, this is not something I'm happy talking about in my late 20s. I kind of wish I'm doing other things better with my life in my late 20s, but I'm here now, and my past affected me a lot where I really want to talk about it. And it's basically me going through narcissistic abuse or some like online abuse. That happened to me 10 years ago. And it makes me really angry because this was a text based drama that happened to me 10 years ago. And what is text based drama? It's basically stuff that happened all in text. This wasn't any physical related stuff. This wasn't any on person stuff. This wasn't any conflicts, like live Zoom calls, none of that. It was all in text. And what I hate about text-based dramas so much is that text-based dramas can easily be manipulated. And when it goes to the wrong hands, it can be twisted in such a fucked up way that it will get people to believe this word version that's not real, and people will come and attack you for it. So this was a drama that happened for a total of 2 weeks. I would say 2 weeks, but it was a bit more because I dealt with interactions outside of the 2 weeks. But basically, what happened was this was a 2 week conversation. And the thing what happens when you're on these conversations is I don't know about you, but with me, I tend to have long conversations with people online privately. And these conversations can last up to 3 hours or more or less, but roughly hours. Okay. And this was 2 weeks. So obviously, there's tons of conversations that definitely could have been cut out and blended to form a narrative against you. And then you get attacked for it. And this is just the tip of the iceberg because everything I see on the internet is literally just people trying to hate on other people. I see people trying to hate on their creators. I see other people trying to hate on random, like people who are just fanboys or fangirls for very stupid, petty reasons. So this is why I really hate the internet because the internet is just a toxic cesspool that is just there just to bring on more and more negativity just to make you lose your mind. I mean, if you're someone who has a soul, I mean, you would totally lose your fucking marbles just having that be your fucking life, being on the goddamn internet. So it's best to just shut that computer off and do something else with your life because it's just that's not a good place to be. But if you haven't been living in the cave, you know how people are just attached to their phones and addicted to social media, how literally almost everyone's using it. Even everyday people are using it daily. So it's just like it's everywhere. So, ah, but anyway, that's a different topic. So I want to talk about what happened with me personally. So what happened because of this drama was it gave them reason to harass me. It gave them reason to gang stalk me. It gave them reason to have other people to turn against me and basically try to come into my personal connections and basically try to get them to turn against me so I don't have any friends or any allies. They turned people who were really chill into man-childs who want to give me petty arguments, and the arguments aren't good. They basically would start an argument against me, and then they would be so upset that I even have a reaction and make up excuses, like petty excuses. They won't even like have integrity. It's just petty nonsense. That's what happened with me. And what happened? What started this whole hate campaign? What started everything? So I'll tell what happened. And I didn't know how I would go about it because I have made pre recordings where I do have my proof. And did record it, but if I were to do that, this video would be over an hour long, like no joke. I compiled it and it reaches up to 2 hours. And I don't want to just drag it on to the point where people won't even pay attention, where everyone has the mind of a goldfish, where people's attention spans are so goddamn small nowadays. So I just want to make my point, and I'm saying this out of anger. Okay, I'm really angry that this even happened to me, and I'm also angry that humans behave like this. I'm not happy about it, and I'll talk about what happened to me. So what even happened? So I was in this online community 10 years ago. I was 18 years old at the time. And I was planning to leave this website because I wanted to do other things in my life. So I told the community, like, hey guys, I'm going to be leaving soon. I'll miss you guys, whatever. And I put that, and all of a sudden, after I put that, I somehow was attracted to this other person online. Now, I'm not going to say that this person put a love spell on me, or maybe the person did put a love spell on me. I don't fucking know. Because when I wanted to leave the site, all of a sudden I was just attracted to this person and I wanted to talk to this person for no reason. The person didn't do anything that attracted me. It just all of a sudden I was pulled to want to talk to this person and go out with this person, and the person was more than willing to do it. So maybe a love spell was put on me. I don't know. The timing was really weird, but anyway, I talked to this person for 2 weeks, and I'll talk about what happened during this 2 weeks. So, like I said, I was 18 years old at the time, and I'm also autistic. I have high functioning autism. I have a neurological disorder or whatever. And I had no direction in my life. I didn't know how to move forward in my life. And I also was a sex addict where I would just look at porn all the time. I look at corn all the time. And my brain was all fucked up, basically, because I was isolated in my personal life. I had no direction in my life. I was 18 and I was just like not doing good mentally. I wasn't doing good mentally. And I had really toxic relationships before I met this person. So, like a lot of my relationships have been toxic after I turned into a sex addict, mainly because my energy was so bad that I ended up being friends with degenerates who were just not good for me. And what I mean by degenerates is people who are like also addicted and also not doing well in their lives, but not only that, they were like really not good people. They were like scumbags, honestly, who don't have any empathy. So like, honestly, I wasn't doing good. And when I was with this person, I was really defensive. I was also clingy. I was also toxic in some cases. People would say that I could have been a bit of a bully or whatever, or that I was rude. Because when I was with this person, the person was love bombing me. And I thought it was just a mask, like it was just love bombing, was it real love? And I thought I was the person wanted to fuck with me, I thought. And I got upset and I was just being toxic. Like that's what I mean. I was unhinged. That's what happened to me during that conversation. I was unhinged. And the person saw that and didn't want to go out with me anymore. Didn't want to go out with me anymore and just wanted to break up with me. So I was upset about it, and that should have been the end of it. So why am I so obsessed over it 10 years later? Because this drama was the reason why I got harassed. So that's why I'm talking about it. And I made one of the biggest mistakes of my life by talking to this specific person online. And this person I had really bad vibes from, that I believe this person is a malignant narcissist. So I talked to her and she was friendly to me and everything. And all of a sudden, when I was telling her about, now she knew about my autism. She knew that I was isolated. She knew I felt all these fucked up things. And even though I was telling her about these things. I was like, I'm going to tell her about my relationship with me and this person. And when I told her about it, I wasn't trying to be rude or toxic. I literally was just in my own little world, just asking for advice. And when I did that, she turned off her mask. She took off her mask and just wanted to be nothing but hateful. So just nothing but hateful, and wanted to accuse me of things that weren't true. She wanted to twist events that weren't true during this conversation, and but also wanted to be very hateful. And I didn't like that vibe she was giving off. So I was like, I'm gonna cut off this conversation and be done. And that was it. And she knew I was leaving. Okay. I want to empathize this. I was planning on leaving the site unrelated to my online drama with me and my ex-partner. This was not related. I wanted to leave the site before I even met this person. And I told her I was planning to leave the site. Okay. I was telling her I was planning to leave the site. That's it. So I did that, and I wasn't talking to them for weeks, actually. I put a date on my profile when I was leaving. I even put a fucking date when I was leaving. I'm going to be leaving on this specific day. And all of a sudden, this person wanted to spam a bunch of insults on my fucking profile, accusing me of a homophobe because I said a slur once, want to say that I'm spreading lies to people I claim to be friends with. That doesn't make any fucking sense. And just wanted to keep saying a lot of things because this person wanted to dehumanize me and wanted to find any excuse to do that. Now, like, I could just brush it off as like some type of fucking, like, this sounds like some type of a joke. Spreading lies to people I'm claiming to be friends with. I just want to like make an emphasis on that. Why would she say that? Spreading lies to people I claim to be friends with. Because this person's goal was just to dehumanize me in any type of way possible to make me into some type of monster. That was what she was trying to do. And I responded to her, look, can you just leave me alone? I don't want to deal with this anymore. I'm done with this drama. That's it. That's what I said on the first message after weeks of this. Like, I wasn't talking to them for weeks. And the person responded to me with more accusations, more hate. And she wanted to say that I wanted a friend to put her cat in a coma when I was telling her I wanted to be left alone. It just like her arguments didn't make any fucking sense, because the point was it wasn't like a mature argument where we talk about what was wrong and that was it. The person just wanted to attack me. So I told her I was going to report you for harassment, because that's what it was. It was fucking harassment. And then she backed off. But then she talked to me on Skype and confessed to me that she smeared my name to multiple people. And this is just based on her own fucking words. This isn't what I'm saying. This is her own fucking words, where she would say that, um, like, she would say that, like, I would say I miss you, but I really won't, because you're a despicable human being, and nor do several other people who used to call you a friend. So goodbye. And it was just so extreme for her to react like that. Like, did I kill someone's cat? Did I attack someone's dog? Did I kill someone's family member? No. All I did was argue someone online, and I wasn't the best during my arguments. That's all I did. But the person wanted to dramatize everything and make it way more extreme than what it really was. And while I described this person, this was the energy she was giving off from this movie online that I would show. She basically was giving off this energy like this. It was toxic as hell. And I was an 18-year-old kid at the time, or a young adult, whatever. And she was 28 years old. And she was behaving very childish with me. And, I thought maybe, like, yeah, I was in the wrong in some cases. So I was like, I'll make apologies. And it wasn't like I made like, oh, I'm sorry. I made long apologies. I wrote paragraphs of like I made a whole fucking paragraph just to tell like what was going on, everything, just to make it right. And I did it too with my ex. I did it with the person I was dealing with. And even though I made apologies and everything, the person took my apologies and just wanted to keep insulting me. And not even just like, it was like not even like any like insults that made sense. It was just mean spirited insults. How like the person in her own words wanted to say, like, I'm pretty sure your ex wanted to go out with you because he had pity on you. You're so pathetic. I mean, at least you would be if you weren't such a like you're so fucking hilarious if you weren't such a fucking psycho. That was what she was saying. It was just mean spirited and it was just showing that type of nature of her fucking character. So after that, I I went on. So after that, I got mad because I felt like I was just being abused at this point. But it wasn't even just that. The person wanted to twist up events, saying that, like, oh, I only did it because I had to protect him and that I was trying to stalk him or that I was trying to do these things because I was not doing well mentally. I was unhinged. Like, I take accountability for that. I wasn't well mentally. I was fucking unhinged. I was going through complex issues that these people obviously didn't understand. But they took my unhinged moments, my problems, and wanted to just basically dehumanize the hell out of me instead of trying to understand what I was going through. So, and not even that, she said that I had to protect him and then wanted to flip it around like I was trying to harass him, I was trying to stalk him, or I was trying to do these things, which wasn't true. And it contradicts everything because like I said, I was planning to leave anyway. I have no knowledge in tech. Like, it just was so extreme and uncalled for just to do that because I was dealing with a toxic gossiper. That's all I was dealing with a toxic gossiper. And I have a right to accuse her of that because she sent insults to me years later. She sent me insults once a fucking year, and I have proof which I'll show in the fucking video that I'll show. I'll show it. Because it shows the true nature of her character that even though I made apologies, even though I tried to make it right, she swept it under the rug and just wanted to keep insulting me like that. She was like obsessed with me and just wanted to stalk me and wanted to harass me. And it wasn't even that. Like, it was even years later after everything, she came into and make all accounts of me, like alternative accounts, just to attack my character. Years later. So she was a malignant person. That's all I can fucking say, a malignant fucking person. I don't see how she was trying to be anything but malignant just by her behavior. If she really was trying to be a good person, she would try to understand what the fuck I was going through, or just trying to forgive and let it go instead of trying to be so crazy and attack me. And not even that, try to get other people to come after me. She was a bad person, flat out. That's all I can say, a bad person. She had no empathy. So when this happened, I made a full context essay showing everything because it was a text-based drama. I wanted to show everything. What happened to up top from bottom, everything. And the moderators deleted it without even reading my fucking thing. They told me themselves they didn't even write it. They didn't even read my fucking thing. And I was just upset about it. And then what happened after that was what happened after that was I was talking to my person online on Skype, and I'm going to show I just wanted to show the screenshots of my conversation with my ex, the person himself, because like I said, this is the reason why I'm being hated so much was my own personal relationship with me and my ex. And this is like them attacking a fictional version of me. This isn't the real version, a fictional version that's not real. It's like It sounds like really a dumb comparison, but like I'll talk about like Dragon Age 2, where you have the false narrator who narrates the story but isn't telling what really fucking happened. The person is narrating it, but it's that there's some faults in it. There's some things that aren't true, or that it's just flipped around. And that's what happened with me. People are hating this fictional version of me that's not real. And people are like maybe fixing it out of everything with me and my ex, because the person was like, oh, this person was a complete saint and it was trying to be nothing but nice to me and whatever, when there was hours of conversations that were cut out and not understand. And I'm not trying to say that my ex was the bad guy here, because I reread my screenshots and everything, because the real bad person was the fucking person who was harassing me. Okay. And I talked to the person directly, my ex directly, and this is what the person told me. He told me that I felt great, I feel amazing. I moved on from it and that people shouldn't obsess over it. And I forget, and like, we're not going to hate on each other anymore. That's what the person said on me. And wanted other people to stop harassing me. Okay. The person that was the sole reason to even be harassed like that told me himself that, hey, I moved on, I let it go. It's not a big deal, whatever. And I just want to say this clearly. The reason why we were talking the way that we were talking was because the person actually knew who I am based on these weeks of conversations versus a whisper campaign that they don't know, that was cut out and probably just smeared and plagiarized all over the fucking place. Because the person was with me in real time. That's why the person interacted with me all normal and shit. Versus a fucking whisper campaign. And I want to keep saying whisper campaign. I don't even know what was said about me because they did it in whisper. I don't even know what was smeared about me. I don't even know what rumors were spread about me. I don't know. But people just wanted to use me, my mental illness, whatever, and be like, I want to be a bully. I want to be super duper mean and be heartless and cruel just for whatever. And that's it. These assholes didn't understand what the fuck I was going through. Like, these people were so ignorant that they wanted just to be as cruel motherfuckers. It wasn't even like them being kind or understanding. They just wanted to be cruel and treat me like garbage when they saw that I was mentally ill. They're like, you're so crazy, you're a psycho, you're this, you're that, because I was unhinged. But then their behavior is okay. Their behavior is normal to be so cruel and heartless. Like, no. Like, these people are fucking awful people. And I don't have respect for them because they treat me like shit. If you treat me like garbage, we're not friends. So that was it. That was the end of it. And that's all I can say. That's what really happened. And I want to go and show the screenshots of my conversation with my ex, so I'm going to go do that now. And I wanted to show the screenshots of me and the person, the malignant one who was harassing me. But if I were to do that, it would be hours long. And not only that, I want to focus on me and the ex, because that's the whole reason why I'm being attacked in the first place, because of what this person did. So I'm going to go read the screenshots now in real time and go from there, because I don't have the fucking energy, because I'm like in my late 20s and I'm stressed as all hell. So I'm going to go and read the screenshots now. So that's what I'm going to do. And this is going to be in real time. So the person read my thing and he says this: I tried last time, but you were an anxious asshole who said I was going to ruin your fucking life. So I had to take care of you at 3 in the morning, at 5 a.m. in the morning. Well, that doesn't matter now. I said, no. Happy. Wait, I said that? Not exactly. Something like, you did this. I can't trust anyone. They always backstab me. Like this one right here. I tried last time, blah, blah, blah. So what I hate about this fucking part right here is how it was twisted. Who said I was going to ruin your fucking life, and then it says like this, completely fucking different. And I don't have all my screenshots. I want to be clear because this was a 10-year-old drama that happened 10 years ago. And it was on Skype, and Skype got discontinued. So it's not actually possible to even go back and check my Skype chats. I actually deleted my Skype chats because I wanted to move on from it because it was 10 years ago. But after I was still being harassed 10 years later, I tried to get the best I could just to even fucking defend myself, basically. So that's person what the person said, and the person said this. Um, the person said this. I read the whole thing twice and saw the screenshots 3 times and had a tab open. And I could read it even after the mods deleted it because it was very stressful, but it also made me kind of famous. Thanks. But other people aren't narcissists like I am and can get a thrill out of something horrifying like that. And keeping screenshots and doing a who's exposed thread isn't really cool. That's what the person said to me in these conversations. And like I said, I'm being neutral here. I don't care, okay? This isn't like where I'm making a fictional story where this person's the villain, this person's the good guy, this person's the bad guy. I'm not saying that, okay? This is a drama that happened in real life on planet Earth. This isn't a part where this person's evil, this person's bad. We're just humans, okay? Like, we all have bad parts and good parts. It's all fucking mixed like hell. Okay. I'm not trying to accuse anyone of anything, just to be brutally honest here. That's all I'm trying to do. So I tried to talk to this person and said this: the drama really stressed me out and it still does for different reasons. And I want to resolve it because it's the main thing that is stressing me out. And this is my own ex telling me, but I don't like care about anymore. That's like the old chapter of my epic of my story. Now I'm like more popular on this website for some reason. I'm trying one soon. I feel good. It's just that if I have an aneurysm around you, I'm fucking done for, but I don't really want to. I don't know. I'm kind of over hating you and kind of over the drama with you. It's like so February. My birthday's coming out. Why would I give a fuck? And then, and I said, I mean, sure, I was going to say, and any more drama instigated from other users is invalid because we literally don't want to care about anymore. By the way, there's probably a screenshot. Listen, Ariane's immensely or not, no more harassing Trevor or Cold War, no caring about the past, moving on to other people, other better people, and not giving a fuck anymore. And that's what the person said to me. And I said, I want to make sure people won't harass me anymore. And the person said, I cannot do that for you. It's impossible. I don't know them. And she doesn't care about you. And, you know, I want to make it like a little bit of a fucking insult here because if this person never fucking cared, why would the person did all this shit to me? Right? Like the person obviously did cared, maybe because the person cared just to find someone to attack and not get any consequences for it. That's probably why. And I'm going to say this because the person sent me nothing but hate comments yearly. Like, so I will tell them something that is officially over. You're gone, and I'm going to go party now. Bye. And I mean, I'm about to say that anyway, but I'll probably just tell someone we had this conversation, ask if someone still has a crusade against you. Tell them to stop because I don't fucking care and this is annoying. I say that multiple times. Your OCD and other mental stuff is kicking into overdrive, so I'm going to log off now so it doesn't go any further. And he said, I'm not angry. Go message your boyfriend to vent, and tomorrow I'm not angry. Never says you are, but this is the point. I am leaving. I will let you know about tomorrow what I told them. There's no misunderstanding. I understand you perfectly fine. God, whatever. I already told you that. I told you, Ray, I don't care. I'm just here to give you a report and then leave. And then, okay. So clearly, what I fucking said here is that the person obviously was like, hey, look, I moved on from the past and I let it go and I moved on. That's what the person obviously said. The person was like, hey, and I have a picture here to basically describe it. The person was like this, like unbothered or unfazed, like, hey, look, I moved on from it. That was it. like unfazed. I want to make that clear here because whatever narrative that was said made it look like that it was completely different all around. When in reality, it was like this. It wasn't fucking as crazy as they were trying to make it out to be. They weren't trying, it wasn't that insane that they were trying to make it out to be, to justify them basically trying to mentally torture me. I just want to be clear. They were justifying mental torture over this drama I had with me and this person. And we all moved, and the person moved on from it and was like, hey, look, I'm good. We're all good. That's what the person said. And I want to show the other parts as well. Um, uh, if I could find it. Okay. As in, after this, I would like to fuck off in peace. And I said, I thought we were doing this 5-step program, and I feel like we are forgiving each other from our past actions and our struggle. And she says, and he said, I'm pretty sure we're at fucking 5, but it's string for all because apparently you have a fucking boyfriend, and the ex is dealing with people that have boyfriends. That's a goddamn no. So it wasn't even just us fucking off in peace. Um, the person actually wanted to do a 5-step program thing, and I can't show it because Skype got discontinued, but basically just me trying to be a better person and trying to be redeemed and moving on, and that's it. But after I told the person that I was going out with somebody else, okay, so another big contradicting because they wanted to make it look like I was obsessed with this person when I fucking wasn't. I was already going out with someone else after this whole horrible shit that happened. The guy didn't want to go out with me. That was it. And it wasn't like I was unhinged because I was specifically with this person. I was going through complex mental issues that was all about me. It had nothing to do with anyone, any person, anything. It's a complicated thing that I would have to talk to a therapist about, not to a bunch of people who obviously didn't understand what the fuck I was going through. Now, I'm going to show the fucking hate comments. So after everything that happened, um, I was still being harassed. Like, even though we had this conversation, everything, I was still being harassed. And my ex wanted to talk to me again and be like, we all need a break. How's the boyfriend? I'm like, we aren't a couple anymore. I said I broke up with him. You broke up with him. I don't know whether to be shocked or to praise you. Yeah, you're really clingy, so it surprised me. Whatever. And the person was like, that doesn't justify an essay on your wall. Because what I did here was I wanted to tell what happened to me in my wall, basically, because I was still being harassed by people because of this. And the person wanted to delete it, but it was affecting me. And I needed to tell my truth out because the moderators wouldn't let me speak my truth. They deleted my truth rather than reading it. And that's what I did. And this is the last conversations I've had here. And the person was like, or else you'll never be over it. That's not the point. I appreciate your opinion, but I'm not deleting it, okay? Thanks for understanding. It doesn't even affect me. No one hates me. And I'm like, I'm happy for you. That was my last conversation. I haven't spoken with this person again. And now this is the aftermath. So I was on the site for fucking years. And this is the hate comments I got from this person, which was the person who smeared my goddamn name. So I'll start from the back. And the person was like this. I was so happy when you left. Yeah, you have disgraces by coming back, but I can understand you're weak. When are you leaving again? I need to know so I can plan a game and party. Are you leaving again? Please say your law are like, oh my God, I'm leaving. Here's a cute text. Like, whatever your attention needs done to you. Um, the person says, I was so happy when you left. Okay. Just a reminder of how much attention hole you are. So this is a year later. You let your profile online just to get attention. That's way too pathetic even for you. because the person wanted me to self-delete my account. Remember that time when you rage quit so far? I do. That was fun, dude. Are you not? Yeah, you keep coming back after all the drama you set up. And this is what I mean about this person's fucking character. After all the drama you set up. Like, this is what I fucking mean why this person is not a good person. Like, these hate comments speak for themselves. Like, that's pretty pathetic, like you. Just in case you come back, we still don't miss you. Uh, Now that you left us for more than a year, I can say that this place has gotten a lot better. How is it that you're so pathetic on a daily basis? Just a reminder that you suck. So, just based on these effing screenshots right here, and this isn't me making these hate comments and saying it to myself. I'm gonna fucking put that clear because that was all anonymous. But this person basically wanted to send me nothing but fucking hate and be like this. And that just shows, like, I think it's self-explanatory that this shows the true nature of her character. This wasn't someone who actually was like, I want to understand what was going on and move forward. This person was a malignant person who wanted just to take advantage of the whole situation and basically attack me. That was what the person did. The person was malignant.
See it? It's gonna be a worldwide sensation. I mean, people gotta see this shit. It's not like anyone reads anymore. We're gonna know fame like you never even dreamed of.
Last two teenagers standing. This time Randy gets the girl. You're amazing. You're the perfect victim.
My ex wasn't the problem or anything. It was just this malignant person. Now, the things that I hate saying this is that even after everything, I'm going to be treated like I'm a fucking liar, which isn't true. The screenshots speak for them fucking selves. That's what really happened. And I can't really show the screenshots that I was toxic because I literally can't recover them. Skype got discontinued. But what happened was I was toxic, I was unhinged, and I said nasty shit that I shouldn't have said. And there are other screenshots that I haven't shown where I basically made long-ass apologies that were paragraphs long, and that was it. And it was just nothing but abuse. That's what I was dealing with, and that was my story. And like I said, the reason why I'm talking about this is because ever since this happened to me, I got harassed online. I got gang stalks. My name was smeared. And not even just smeared, I was treated like I was this warped version of myself. That's not me. I'm treated like I'm abusive, that I'm a stalker, that I'm trying to be like all these things, hostile things. When in reality, that's not who I fucking am. Like, yeah, maybe I was toxic. Yeah, maybe I was nasty. Maybe I was any of these fucking things. But for them just to react like that and be so hostile and not, I would even say it, fucking crazy, because I've been so fucking passive that I haven't been trying to start fights. I haven't been trying to argue. I haven't been trying to be rude or anything. But basically, I end up having to defend myself from people trying to attack me and treat me like garbage. And I went through a lot of harassment because of it. And that's why I want to say it, because I felt like it wasn't justified. And for the moderators just to basically take my mouth shut because they were so ignorant and what was really happening makes me so fucking mad. And this affected me for a while. I didn't know how to handle it. I thought about moving on and forgetting about it, but it's just gnawing at my head that I have to talk about it. And because I lost my job, and I'm in my late 20s, and I tried applying for jobs. I didn't. I couldn't find any jobs. I was like, I'm going to confront my past and tell what really happened. That's the truth. And, the funny part is that I know that if I don't know what's going to happen if I upload this. Like, I don't know that if I upload it, send these people who are gang stalking me, would be like, hey, look, we're going to make a video showing all the crazy things that you said, all the crazy stuff that you said, all the rude things that you said, that you were toxic and stuff. And I'm like, I don't really fucking care if they do that. Because the truth is that these people were making up excuses just to mentally torture somebody and not getting accountability for it. That's what they were doing. These people knew I was suffering and they wanted to make it worse and worse and worse and worse. Like, I don't mind if they actually do show that, because that just shows more further proof that these people have just been harassing me and wouldn't leave me the fuck alone. I tried everything I did to make it right, and these people just wanted to keep on attacking me. Nothing I could have done mattered. Nothing. And that's what I mean, is that these people were trying to make up excuses just to be fucking evil. This is them trying to make up excuses to be evil. This isn't them trying to do anything, then try to do that. Like, what's the point of rehabilitation? What's the point of trying to be a better person? What's the point on trying to learn lessons and move on and grow? What's the point on any of that? If you make a mistake, then you're someone who can be deserved to be treated like garbage and be treated merciless and cruel and heartless, and we all deserve to be treated like garbage. And even with that, these people didn't know what I was going through inside. That was complicated, that these people don't understand, obviously. So they don't have a right to treat me like that, because these people can't say they fucking know me over some stupid shit that happened when I was at my worst over a course of 2 fucking weeks. It's not even 2 weeks. It probably was 20 fucking minutes based on what Whisper campaign was spread about me, and act like this is my core, this is who I am, when these idiots don't fucking know me and have the audacity to treat me like that. Like, you don't treat me like that. And that's the end of my story. And I am going to upload this on YouTube. I want to tell my story. I thought it was insane. And that's it. That's what I'm going to do. And maybe I'll even make a follow-up where I show the conversations with me and the malignant, because I still have the fucking DMs where I made apologies and everything, and the person just wanted to be vindictive, but I don't think it matters. What matters was me and my ex, and that's it. And that's the end of my story, and I don't know how to move on from here. What really hurts me the most is I also dealt with other fucked up shit that wasn't related to my ex or any of this. I dealt with horrible situations in my life that I won't discuss, but this one has been on my mind for a while, and I'm a really depressed motherfucker. So, but I wanted just to tell my story, and that's it. Um, and I'm gonna end that there. Okay. Take care. Bye.
But I want you to know, if you weren't such a bitch, would feel sorry for you. I do feel sorry for you. But as it stands, the way you behave, I feel I can speak for the entire office when I tell you, go fuck yourself.